Hi everyone, and welcome to Imprint Within. I'm your host, Linda Kay. Today's video is a Take 5 Did You Know segment where viewers' questions are answered regarding health, wellness, healing, and wisdom as it relates to alternative therapy treatments. This video segment is for information and entertainment purposes only, and any suggestions made should be researched further. Also, the information given is from the perspective of a healthcare practitioner with a background in massage therapy, skin care, energy therapy, and pain management. But before we start, I would like to welcome those of you who are new to this channel, along with those of you who subscribe. If you enjoy this type of information, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the bell for notifications of future segments so more viewers will have an opportunity to see the Imprint Within videos. Please help us to build this channel. Also, thank you to the donors and commenters who keep this channel afloat. Your generosity is so greatly appreciated. Thank you. All information regarding Imprint Within can be found in the description box below. And please be aware of scammers. The only interaction between Imprint Within and the YouTube viewers is through our email account. We will never solicit to our viewers over the YouTube platform. Therefore, if someone claims to be Imprint Within or use any variation of our name or email address, they are imposters and need to be reported. In this segment, I'm going to continue talking about dizziness and vertigo as related to alternative therapies. Again, this is being taken from a segment I watched involving Linda G., the Comanche Psychic, and Mel Doerr, the Aloha Shirt Psychic, on Mel's YouTube channel segment called The Spirit Within, Linda Gringo is in the House, March 6, 2023, where they were discussing some personal concerns about dizziness and vertigo. If you haven't seen part 1, please check it out. There, I discuss exercise and stretching techniques I used on my own clients. So in this segment, which is Dizziness and Vertigo Part 2, let's look at some of the alternative therapy techniques I use to help eliminate the stress and pain of oncoming dizziness or vertigo that can be utilized by others suffering from the same symptoms. Before I start, remember I am a healthcare practitioner telling and showing you techniques I use as part of my healthcare protocol. However, if you choose to utilize any of these suggestions on yourself without consulting other medical practitioners, also specialized in dizziness and vertigo, you are doing so at your own risk. My healthcare disclaimer is noted at the front and rear of this particular segment. Now, when it comes to alternative therapies, there are many techniques that can be used when dealing with dizziness and vertigo. This first technique utilizes reflex points found on the body. There are points in your ear that when pressure is applied will subside the effects of dizziness and vertigo. I will place an illustration of these points on the screen. Basically, you take your index finger and place it between the inner ridges in your ear for vertigo and apply pressure. For dizziness, you place your finger in the lower part of the ear up against a vertical edge. You can do this to both ears at the same time, and I will illustrate this on my model of an ear. So here's my model of an ear. So for vertigo, you're going to go up here in this section here, and that's going to be for vertigo. And for dizziness, you're going to come down here, and you're going to hit it down here for dizziness. So again, this is dizziness, and vertigo is up here. And you can do both ears at the same time. Another pressure or reflex point you can use is on the inside of your wrist. If you take your index, middle, and ring fingers, kind of like the Boy Scout salute, and measure the 3 fingers against the inside of your wrist. The reflex point is in the middle between the ulna and radius bones in your lower arm, just below where the 3 fingers lie on your arm. If you take your thumb and apply pressure to that area, your dizziness and vertigo symptoms will start to subside. There are also armbands you can purchase that have a small disc embedded into the armband that can be placed on this point as well, for when pressure needs to be applied for a longer duration than a few seconds. They sell these bands as instruments to help avoid seasickness. So, you take your arm from your wrist, you take the 3 fingers, put your 3 fingers here, then take your thumb at the edge of the 3 fingers, right there, and that's the pressure point. Usually you hold it about 20 seconds, and then you release it, and you can press it again, and release it, and then press it again, and release it. 3 times should be good, and then go to the other arm, do the exact same thing. You're going to do your Boy Scout salute. You're going to take your 3 fingers like that, take your thumb up here on the edge, press again, hold it for 20 seconds, release, press again, hold it for 20 seconds, release, press again, hold it for 20 seconds, and release. There is also a reflex point on your leg between the tibia and fibula to help relieve vertigo. Place your 4 fingers just below your knee to find the point. Then apply the pressure between your tibia, which is the large bone down the middle of your leg, and your fibula, which is the small bone on the outer side of your leg. So I'm going to stand up for a second so that you can see my knee down to my leg as I demonstrate what this looks like. I'm going to bring my knee up. I'm going to take these 4 fingers, I'm going to put it down below my knee, and then where the point is, just below those 4 fingers, that's where you're going to hold it. You're going to hold it for 20 seconds, release, hold it for 20 seconds, release, hold it for 20 seconds, and release. Then you can do it to the opposite knee as well. If this point is tender, then you know you are on the verge of having an episode of either dizziness or vertigo. So pay attention to your body, because your body will send you warning signals. Next, I have the client do a Jinshin technique, which is called finger mapping. This is where the client wraps the opposite hand around each finger individually while taking in breath inhales and exhales for 5 counts. After all 10 fingers have been mapped, palms are placed together for another breath count of 5. This creates a calming effect of gentleness and compassion, as well as the breath patterns send much needed oxygen throughout the entire body. Remember, oxygen is the food of the cells, and cells are like toddlers. When they are not eating, they get cranky. So let's demonstrate. So for finger mapping, you're going to take your hand, you're going to take the opposite hand, you're going to wrap it around the thumb, and then you're going to inhale and exhale for 5. So you're going to inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. That's for 5 counts. Then you're going to do it on each finger. 5, 5, 5, and 5. Then you're going to go to the opposite hand and do the exact same thing. 5, 5, 5, 5, and 5. Then after you do all 10 fingers, you're going to take the palms of your hands and you're going to do it for 5 counts. Now, this is a good exercise or technique to do when you start getting your dizziness and vertigo, but it's also a great way to relax before you go to sleep at night. So you can do this round robin of inhales and exhales with finger mapping just before you go to sleep. Although the client can do this next step, I usually will then administer some Reiki or healing touch to the head, neck, and shoulder areas. For self-help care, the client can do the following positions: hands on the top of the head, hands over the face, hands wrapped around the neck, and hands on the top of the head, on top of the shoulders. And it looks like this. You're going to take your hands, put them on top of your head, and you're going to count to 20. Then you're going to take your hands on the front of your face, and you're going to count to 20. And you're going to take your hands around your neck, and you're going to count to 20. And then you're going to take your hands on the top of your shoulders, and you're going to count to 20. Finally, I would end the session with some tuning forks and crystal and/or Tibetan bowls. All our cells stay alive through vibration, so it is important to incorporate vibration techniques in any healing session. The tuning forks I have are called the Sharps, and they are the best for anything related to the head. Each tuning fork is struck for vibration and then placed close to the ear, opening to the vibration so that it can permeate down the ear canal. The vibration will attempt to realign the middle ear and its crystals, which are usually the culprit causing the dizziness or the vertigo. It looks something like this. These are my tuning forks. And I have a little pad that I can strike it against. And I take the edge of the tuning fork and you strike it against the pad. Then I take the tuning fork and I bring it up to the ear as close as I can without touching so that the vibration can go down the ear canal and recalibrate the crystals in the ear. Once the vibration stops, I will hit it again and do it to the opposite side. In the Sharp set, there are 5 different tuning forks. So I would do each one separately. So I will take each one on each side of the head and then do them separately. As you can see, as we go down the Pythagorean scale, they start to get shorter. Now, as for the bowls send a vibrational energy throughout the room that will engulf all the cells in the body and encourage them to work together to achieve pain management. So the way the bowls work is through vibration, and I'm going to bring my crystal bowl up onto the table here. So this is my crystal bowl. And what I will do is, for the vibration, I will strike it. And then I will rub it. This will send much needed energy throughout the room, vibrating into each cell. Now, it's important to remember that at any time the client is feeling uncomfortable with any of the techniques described, then those should be discontinued. We are not trying to force anything the body cannot handle, so pay attention to what your body is telling you. When it has had enough, it means it's done. So that's Dizziness and Vertigo Part 2, featuring alternative techniques. Well, I hope you found today's question and answer interesting and enjoyable. If you are interested in sending a submission on anything that is related to health, wellness, healing, and wisdom that can be highlighted on our Take 5 Did You Know segments, you can email your information to imprintwithin@gmail.com. That's imprintwithin@gmail.com. Limited information has also been noted under the description box below on this YouTube channel. Again, I appreciate you being here and thank you for actively watching the various videos that we have produced. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and get notifications by hitting that bell on your viewing device. And always remember to be kind. I'm Linda Kay. Thanks for being a part of Imprint Within. Until the next time.